What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'm gonna break down to you real quick how everybody wants to talk about how women today are delusional and they're confused, and that might be true, but you dudes are too. You go out in a way that's gonna attract a certain type of woman to you that you don't even want. So you're just as confused as women are. So let me try to break it down the way y'all can understand. All right? I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible here. We got a whiteboard here, all right? Here's men, all right? These are the traits of masculinity. Not everything, of course, could we be writing all day, but just general traits. Strong, leader, provider, protector, planner, earner, fit, ambitious, masculine, okay? Here we have women. Feminine, caring, compassionate, inspirational, nurturing, intelligent, fit. Alright? Now here we have red pill men. Alright? This is what all you guys think you need to be today to get women. Okay? High value, muscles, beard, pipe, or a big pipe, money, options. You gotta have bitches on your line. You gotta have a rotation, and you gotta have low time for all of them. That's why you got a rotation. Okay. Now you can do that. You can do that. Will you get some women doing that? Yeah, but you know what you won't get? You won't get this doing that. That's what these arrows are for. If you do this, you'll get this. This is the type of woman that this man attracts. Okay. She's gonna be insecure, impulsive, naive, desperate, young. Everything y'all hate. She's probably going to be a single mom too. The only reason I ain't even put that up there is because I ain't want y'all to start a whole conversation about that. But my point here is she's going to be everything that this same guy tells you not to date. But she's going to be the one moved by this stuff, not her. Okay? So, I'm adding in here looking for love because most of the time, that's what this girl's doing. That's the part that they don't tell you. Something probably happened to her when she's really young. She probably has a rough family life and she's probably looking for love. But she keeps running into these dickheads or these dudes. These dudes over here are the dudes who listen to these dudes. These dudes are looking for love like these chicks, but they ain't never got no bitches, as I put right here in the description. Okay, so what they really want is a relationship. That's what they want with this woman. But what they attract is this woman. This woman who's insecure, impulsive, naive, desperate, and young needs this man, a real man who's strong, leader, provider, protector, and all the other traits. But she doesn't attract him. She gets him or she gets him. Him has some of him, but not all of him. These two are completely different for a reason. This is not a real man. This is a real man. This is a pickup artist. This is a player. There's a distinct difference between the two. She does not need a player. She needs a real man. But she can't get a real man because she's too insecure, impulsive, naive, desperate, and young. So, what ends up happening here, I dropped my pen, but that's okay. What ends up happening here is now we have the career woman who we haven't talked about yet. This is today's woman. This is the woman we started the video with. Y'all say she's confused and delusional, and honestly she is. That's why I put confused. She's delusional. She don't know what she wants. She say she want a power couple, but then she say you like a roommate and she don't want 50-50. So you start paying more bills, but then she don't want to submit. She say she want a protector, but she don't really know. Look, protester. She want to save the baby seals. Black Lives Matter. She white. You like, why you at a Black Lives Matter rally? She's like, because they do. You like, yeah, but why are you there? She's like, because I need to be there to support. Your girl going out the door. You like, where are you going? She's like, I'm protesting. You like, you protested for what? Because women should be able to be naked. Well, are you going to be naked? No. But they should be able to do it if they want to. She confused. She watching the media. She a liberal. She don't know what's going on. She a feminist. She hate men. Her daddy a man. Her son a man. She don't even think about that. Meanwhile, she always tell you, what about your mama? What about your daughter? Okay? These are the women that these dudes tell you to stay away from because these women have these traits. So these don't work on these women with these men traits. Masculine traits, basically, right? It also doesn't work on these women. So they tell you guys to stay away from these women too. Not just these women, these women. They preach to you guys you should want these women. No arrows from here are going over there, though. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention to that. Now, these women are confused because they have both of these. They're masculine and they're feminine. So they're feminine, caring, compassionate, inspirational, nurturing, intelligent, a strong leader, provider, and protector at the same time. Now, if you're a man and she's a man, how y'all going to work? Y'all not going to work, okay, because you got two of the same things. But she's confused. She can't pick between these two. This woman is hard, almost impossible to date because she don't know what she is. Just like this guy who wants to be this guy but is listening to this guy. They need each other because she's split between this and he needs a little bit of this. He's split between this because he's this, but he's acting like that. So they need each other, but he's been told by him not to date her and to look for her, even though he gave her stuff that only works on her, okay? She's been told to look for him, but the way she is, she's only going to attract him or him, and they think all this stuff about her. Everybody wants her, but only he can get her. And nobody wants to be him. This is what I'm trying to get you guys to realize. Nobody really wants to be her neither. She's confused. She wants to be her sometimes when it's cool, but other times she wants to be him and jump in with those guys, okay? But everybody wants this. This is what everybody wants. A relationship, okay? A relationship consists of love, respect, understanding, balance, and compromise, okay? These are all the things you need to make a relationship work. For this to happen, you need to be this. This is what you both need to be. You both need to be a woman and a man. Now, if y'all notice, even in LGBTQ relationships, you still have masculine energy and feminine energy. This and this will never work. This and this will never work, okay? That's why all this is a mess, because they're not balanced like this. This is why I call it purple pill for those of you dudes who say you red pill, because it's about being balanced. Everything needs to be in balance for you to get here. Where you have, like I said, love, respect, understanding, balance, and compromise. Because you have two different energies that fit within each other and not the same thing clashing against each other. You guys get with this girl and y'all have all these problems that these guys talk about because you act like that and she acts like that and y'all both need this. And the only way you can get this and that is to talk to her, but you won't talk to her because you know she masculine. But you don't know that you're
feminine.
A girl. That's what you're missing. You keep watching these videos and wondering, what am I missing? What am I missing? That you're this. And you need to be that. That's what you need to be, okay? You need to understand this, but be that. They're teaching y'all female nature. You already got it down pat if you're here most of the time. Just being honest with y'all. Okay? You need to be over here. Half the stuff you learn over here, you don't even need to know about. Like, it's not even your problem. You just need to worry about this so you can get to this, because that's what you really want. Y'all attract this and then get mad at this for being what it is. Oh, she's a slut. What are you? You're training to be a slut. This is what I'm talking about. You train to be a slut. You attract the slut. You call the slut a slut, making the slut insecure, making the slut desperate, making the slut continue to look for love. Okay? Turning the slut into everything that you claim to hate. You won't talk to this one. She sees you talking to that one. Okay? You can't get this one. You're scared of that one. So she becomes that one. Now you got more women that you hate. It's a vicious cycle, and that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. We need the women to worry about this and the men to worry about that, and both of y'all stop worrying about the other one. I'm Alex, and I'm out. Peace.